sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to John Ross. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert O, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 44, Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete, Okuebunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the pick up there. It's fourth down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter. Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. A quick throw now complete to Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it? It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touch.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
52's the mark, boy. 52. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
2nd and 11. That's complete. It's Collins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the slant, here's Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson going for the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here's Jackson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue.